What's shaking, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Savoy. We're back from more of the 2004 self-titled album. And the next track, quite ominously, is titled Shooting Spree. Of course, this could be a figurative phrase. It could have less of a dire and violent meaning than the sound of the two words. But on the surface, it sounds dangerous. It sounds potentially lethal or fatal. And of course, growing up in the late 20th, early 21st century, as I have, or centuries I should say, there are many public shooting incidents, notably in the country I come from, but in other places as well, and therefore the idea of using a firearm to shoot as many people as you can before you are eventually shot yourself, either by authorities or by yourself, it's all too common of an occurrence and something that is in public headlines and media reports, again, far too often. So maybe it could relate to seeing such a report. I hope not being part of such an incident or, someone who happened to survive when others were killed. And again, maybe it could even be about something less intense than the sound of the phrase, but on the surface it sounds dangerous. I'll see what I can pick up. This is Savoy, the track is Shooting Spree, and it's from the 2004 self-titled album. Deep and dirty.
In my head, I said to myself, be good to yourself, you need to be. Go out so deep.
His voice sounds extra resonant.
His life left for more. He sits in the shade, watches the war. You have to be. You have to see. How days can turn so sad. Everyone, come on, come on. Everyone, can't you see right through it? Everyone, come on, come on. Everyone, can't you see right? Man on the roof kills everyone who gets in the line. Fair man is gone and shoots himself when he's done. Come on for seeing where everyone leaves. Schoolyard dispute turns into a high school shooting spree. Tragedy. How days can turn so sad. And strip you of all that's glad. Everyone, come on, come on. Everyone, can't you see right through it? Everyone, come on, come on. Everyone, can't you see right through it?
like the first chord of the next track bleeds right into it, or this bleeds right into that. So lyrically, I feel like at least the verses were in the direction I feared, talking about shooting people and then yourself at the end of it, a spree in which you're actually killing people. But the chorus I'm mystified or perplexed by, in the sense that, come on, can't you see right through it? Now, seeing right through something typically means disregarding some spin or some dubious take on whatever the situation is. Now, of course, you could be talking about seeing through literally media spin or media sensationalism and just recognizing the discontents, referring to the discontents, which made me think of Freud's Civilization and its discontents, which, if you haven't read, is worth a read and much more interesting than the sort of pop culture theories for which Freud is known. In any case, if we are talking about the teenagers and so on who, for one reason or another, emotional abuse or perhaps a desire to make a terrible name for themselves, engage in such shooting sprees, then it seems to be a very dark and violent thing. But I wonder the way the chorus fits into that, which is, of course, the two lines that you heard the most. Come on, can't you see right through it? So I'm not quite sure how that fits with everything else that I thought I picked up on. But yes, it does seem to be a more literal interpretation of the phrase. The music isn't as dark as you might think, given that, although once again you can hear the police sirens. It sounded maybe like a static-filled, police communicator, like a walkie-talkie or like the radio device in the car, like reporting on something that's happening live before they try to go in and stop the shooter. So there's a darkness around the edges of it sonically, but the main groove had this enjoyable, if not uplifting by any means, still a sort of a guitar groove that's very catchy, tap your foot to it, bob your head to it. And I like the drums. There was some pop to the drums, the snare, that ride cymbal. So sonically, if you swapped out these lyrics for something else, it sounds like a tune where you could be again talking about Lauren and Paul's relationship. Now, we heard Paul, his vocals sounded very within a bubble, closed off, maybe inside a building where this is happening. And then there were some vocals late that sounded like Paul sort of even more filtered and in the background. I think there were a couple moments where we heard Lauren doubling almost in a spoken, sung sort of manner the lines of the chorus, and then one moment where it sounded like this, and in fact I think it came a couple times, but I really keyed in on it once, where it sounded like this angelic backing female vocal. I'm going to assume that's Lauren too. And that sounded very interesting because, I've heard some different vocal deliveries from her over the course of the Savoy catalog we've gone through, but that sounded less common of her, so I enjoyed that moment in particular, or those moments. But yeah, a really interesting song that I'm not quite sure what to make of, given the apparent contrast, so to speak, between the lyrics I caught and the sonics, and the dichotomy, maybe, of the verses and the chorus lyrically. So just a really interesting one. Curious to know what people have to say about it. Let me know, and I will see you next time. Peace.